Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed this makeup tutorial. This is a glam cut crease tutorial with kind of a darker lip than I'm used to. I wanted to film a makeup tutorial that was a little bit more out of my comfort zone, a little bit more glam and intense than I've been doing recently. So that's what I did. I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's jump right into it. Okay, so we're gonna start out with the eyes today. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in and then we'll get started. I thought I'd give you a nice up close and personal shot of my skin. There's no foundation on it yet. I'm going to start out by applying some Scotch tape to my outer corners of my eyes. You obviously don't really want to be doing this because it's not natural. Now that my eyes are officially stuck, I'm going to go ahead and apply some primer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my Stay No Stray by Benefit. I love this. This is really good. This is a concealer brush by Eco Tools. You can use your finger, you can use a brush. Do whatever you want to do. Now that the eyelids are primed, we obviously want to set them. So for this look, I'm going to be using the Tartlette in Bloom palette by Tarte. This is a beautiful palette. I love that. Start out, I'm going to be taking these two shades and mixing them and applying them to the lid. I want to set that ish. So I'm going to start out with Smarty Pants and I'm going to apply this in the crease as a transition shade. I'm going to take Rebel right here. It's just a nice warm shade and I love warm shadows. This is the shade Leader and I'm going to go ahead and take that on a more defined brush and apply that, focusing it toward the outer V of the eye and then bringing it into the crease. Now I'm going to take the shade Activist. It's a super dark brown shade, but I didn't want to use a black because I felt like it might be too harsh. I just wanted something that's just an even darker shade to really make that nice ombre, focusing that really just down in that bottom V. And then just to blend out the edge, I'm going to take that fluffy brush from before. Blend out this ish. I'm going to take this concealer, the new Wet n Wild concealer, and I'm going to be trying this on my face today, so hopefully it works well on the eye. And I'm going to apply it to the inner portion of the eye. I'm taking it a little higher than my natural crease just because I want to. I'm going to go quickly and set that with shadow. I'm going to go back into the Tarte palette and I'm going to take the shade Charmer, which is the white one. And I'm going to go ahead and use that all over the part we just put concealer. Now that they are cut, as you can tell, we have this line here. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. To do that, I'm going to take that same brush. I'm going to start out with Rebel because it's a lighter shade and I want it to blend nicely. I don't want to go with something too harsh at first. So I'm going to go ahead in with the glitter. So to do that, we're going to be using this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. This is in the shade Topaz Twinkle. Really, really pretty shade. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that right in there where we cut the crease and it's going to be super pretty. I'm going to put this and some of this in my waterline. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Swerve. You guys know I use this pretty much every single video on my waterline just because it's so intense and creamy. Okay, I'm not going to apply any wing liner today. I feel like I've been doing winged liner a lot recently, but I don't actually wear winged liner out that much just because, I don't know, I like to keep that kind of round effect with my eyes. But I'm going to apply some mascara first. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I haven't used this one in the longest time, but you know, I'm bringing it back. I forgot how much I like this mascara. Obviously, my lashes would look so much better if I curled them because these girls like to stick straight, but you know, when you forget an eyelash curler, you gotta make it work. For lashes though, I'm going to apply the eyelure Luxe Mink Effect lashes. These are a new addition to the eyelure line. These are in the style Opulent. They look super pretty and very round and wispy, so I wanted to use these because I want you to still be able to see the cut crease work I did, but I want the intense mink lash effect. Okay, so now we're gonna hop into the face and I'm gonna zoom you guys out so you can see everything a little bit better and you don't have to see this. Okay, so I finished my brows off camera. I just applied my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer, and then I used a little bit of concealer to clean it up. I'm gonna go in with my brow gel after I do all my powders, just because powders tend to fall on the eyebrows. So that is a tip for you guys. If you do your brows before your foundation and your powders, definitely do the brow gel after. So for the face, I'm gonna go ahead and prime it using the One Heck of a Blot primer by Soap & Glory. I feel like I have a little bit of oils in my T-zone today. My face has been pretty normal though recently. It hasn't been super oily. So I'm not going to be going in with a lot of this primer just because I don't want my face to get like too matte. I kind of want a natural finish to the skin. Porefessional by Benefit, and apply this right here. I have to do this every time now because I feel like it makes such a difference when I do it and when I don't do it. You can see my pores if you don't, and you can't if I do. So I don't want to see my pores ever. They're disgusting. Now I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This is a hydrating primer, and I'm going to apply this on the rest of my face. I have been loving this recently. It is a sample size, and I definitely think I'm going to pick up the full size just because I really like the way it feels on my skin. I love the smell of it. I feel like it really primes my face nicely for foundation, and that is very important because that is why we apply primer. For the foundation, I'm going to be using this new one from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Golden Beige, and it is their Photo Focus foundation. It's just supposed to be like really good with any different type of lighting, which is always interesting. I've seen so many reviews on this foundation, and I've only ever heard good things. So that's really exciting because that means a lot of people with different skin types like it, and I think that that's really good. I'm just gonna go ahead and buff that out with my e.l.f. brush, obviously. Hello coverage. Ooh, I like this color. Yes. I get a lot of redness around my nose, so I like to really make sure that I have a good amount of foundation on there. It's a very natural finish. I'm definitely gonna go in with my beauty blender to soak up excess product, but I like the way it's looking. For my concealer, I'm gonna go in with the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. It's supposed to have like the same sort of claims as the foundation. It's a very similar texture to the NYX HD concealer. I never tried the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but I feel like it would be kind of like that. This is a really nice amount of coverage, and I like the color of it on my skin right now. So I'm going to take my Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to bake everywhere where I put the concealer. You can't see my shirt, but there's powder absolutely everywhere. I'm going to go ahead in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder. This is in the shade Warm Beige. I didn't pick up Golden Beige, I mean Golden Tan or whatever the shades were, because I thought it was going to be too dark. This is a little bit pink, but I'm hoping the coverage won't be too heavy. I'm just going to press this into the skin. So I like the color of the foundation, but I don't want to alter that. But it's very important that I set the face. I'm going to brush off any other powder. I'm going to take a little taper brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that pressed powder, and while I kick off the bake, I'm going to press this into the skin. To bronze up the skin today, I was going to use this new contour stick, but I already set my face, so I'm going to go in with MAC Give Me Some bronzer. Really warm, really beautiful. I forgot to bring a contour powder, so I don't know if we're gonna contour today. Or maybe I'll just use some of this bronzer, but to contour, it's kind of warm to contour. Sometimes you just gotta take an L, you know? No, I will refuse to take an L on this gorgeous makeup look. I worked too hard to make it look ugly. I'm really bronzing up the skin. Like, can you tell? Can you tell I'm going in? I love MAC Give Me Sun. It's one of my absolute favorite bronzers ever created. Now that I'm officially the bronziest guy, I'm gonna go in with blush. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. blush palette. This is in the light one, and I'm gonna take, I just was looking at all my blushes, and then I remembered that I have this one with this really pretty apricot shade, and I thought it would be so pretty with this eye, just because it's like kind of those warm tones. I tend to go in with not quite as pigmented blushes because I don't really like the way I look with blush that much. Well, I like to add a little bit of a flush to the cheeks, but I'm not a huge blush fanatic, I guess I could say. I just like to be more bronze than blushy, so I'm gonna add a little across the nose. I'm just gonna grab Rebel and Leader and put those on the lower lash line. Pretty small brush. I'm gonna take the shade Activist, which is that really dark brown black shade. I'm just gonna wedge that right up against my lower lash line. Okay, so now lower lashes are done. I'm gonna apply some mascara. I'm gonna do a little voluminous carbon black. I'm someone that cannot survive without lower lash mascara. So I'm going to spray my face with Mario Badescu Rose Water Facial Spray. Just a little bit. Ah, it went in my mouth. I applied that first because when you apply your highlighter, it makes it so much more intense. So I'm taking Mary Lou by the Balm on a bigger fan brush. Going in. Yes, darling. I love this fan brush for applying highlighter because it's super like dense. So it's like using like a regular fan brush, but it applies more product than a regular fan brush. What I'm going to do is apply a little bit of L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel. Taking Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Give Me Mocha. Yes, I'm so excited. This lip color is kind of drying and patchy. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I finished filming my entire look and I did that dark berry lip, and I was looking at the footage and I hated the way the berry lip looked with this look. I just don't think it went, and I regretted not doing something a little bit warmer and something not quite so red. So that's why I'm back here and I'm filming it. So I'm gonna go in with my Milani Most Natural Lip Liner, very classic. I'm gonna go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Ashton Liquid Lipstick. This is still like a semi-bold color, but it's a more warmy brown, orangey nude shade. And this is the finished makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and like this video. Leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.